Hi friends, welcome back to My Zone's Active Kid, where we actively invest in your future. Whose future?
Your future.
My name is Rivaldo Kavanga and today I am joined by my lovely friend Puku.
Hi friends, I am back. And you know what, Rivaldo? We are approaching winter and I'm so cold.
I don't feel cold because I have my jersey on.
Lucky. Now, Rivaldo, we're back and I want to know, what are we doing today? I know our theme for the week is local businesses, but why are there bananas in the screen?
Why are the bananas in the screen? There are bananas in the screen because that's where we find bananas in supermarkets. And today it's all about supermarkets.
Supermarkets, wow! Okay, I'm so excited for this episode, but these beanbags are so comfy. Where can I find one for all my parties?
We'd like to thank Innovations for these bin bags, and you can get all your party equipment by emailing info@kickstart.com.na at info@kickstartnam.com.
Yay!
But now, Puku, before we actually head off to Zoey and Zacky, I think we should sing a song.
I think we should sing a song too. What song do you want to sing today?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah,
I love
song,
that
song.
one. Okay, let's start.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I caught a fish alive. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then I let it go again.
Why did I let it go? Because it put
my finger so.
Which finger did it bite?
The little finger on my right. You know, it's hard for me to remember some songs sometimes. I don't know.
But let's sing it again. Let's sing it one more time.
I think maybe we should sing it one more time. Okay. Let's go, friends.
In 3, 2, 1, go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I caught a fish alive. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then I let it go again. Why did I let it go? Because it bit my finger so. Which finger did it bite? The little finger on my right. Wow.
I love song time on My Zone's Active Kids. It's the best time ever. I really enjoy it. But now we have to go and see the coolest people ever. Wait, can you guess who they are?
You know what? I think we all know who they are.
We all know who they are.
Zoey and Zacky. Hello, 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 how are you? I'm good, I'm wonderful. Hooray!
Hi everyone, guess who's back? Me! My name is Zacky.
Hi, beautiful friends. I missed you guys so much. And my name is Zoey. And together we are niece and nephew.
This week we are learning all about local businesses.
Yes, Zacky, and today is a super special day. Today we're learning more about a supermarket.
Oh, I am so excited, like super excited, like extremely very much excited.
Speaking of excited, Zacky, can you please tell our friends what is a supermarket?
A supermarket is a place where we get to buy all our groceries like bananas and apples and fruits.
Wow, and that can be things like bread and butter.
Or milk and eggs.
Or meat and veggies, ew.
Or all types of fruits.
Or cleaning stuff like dishwashing liquid and stuff to make the house smell beautiful.
And stuff like spices to make our food taste yummy.
And we also get our stuff we use in the bathroom, like toilet paper and spray and body wash and shampoo.
Like the shampoo I use on my hair. Supermarkets are amazing places.
And some can be big.
Others can be small, with just the stuff you need in them.
And the important thing is to remember that you should never run out on your own without mommy and daddy.
And trolleys are not for playing because you might bump someone over or bump over a whole aisle full of stuff.
And when we're at a supermarket, we also use money to buy the stuff we need.
We always go shopping with a list.
Yes, and that helps us to remember all the things we need to buy.
And helps us not to buy the whole shop.
I just love going to the supermarket with my family.
I think it's time for us to sing a super fun song about the supermarket now.
Get ready, friends. And a 1, and a 2, and a 1, 2, 3. Hey, come along to the supermarket. Hey, come along to buy groceries. Hey, come along, the market has just opened. Hey, come along to buy groceries. We have a shopping cart to ride around, and in the shopping cart we put some bread. We have a shopping cart to ride around, and in this shopping cart we put some milk and bread. We have a shopping cart to ride around, and in the shopping cart we put some eggs. We have a shopping cart to ride around, and in the shopping cart we put sausages and ice. Wow, Zacky. Zacky,
Yes, Zoe.
didn't you have so much singing that song?
I love that song so much.
And I had so much fun learning about a supermarket.
Oh, I had so much fun learning about the supermarket too.
Wow, now Zacky, it's time for my fun fact. Did you know that the first ever supermarket in America was called the Kroger?
I love all your fun facts, Zoe. Friends, remember to stay safe. But that is it from us today, friends. We'll see you again tomorrow.
Bye!
Welcome back, friends. So now we're finally playing the funnest part of the show, and that's our active activity. So what we have here, we have 3 balls that Puku and I will hop over while counting forwards, and then when we hop back, we'll count backwards. Just to kind of trick out the mind and see if you guys can keep up. So I hope you guys have your balls. If you don't have balls, grab a plastic cup and then you just put 3 plastic cups in a row and hop over them. But don't use mommy's expensive glasses. So Puku, are you ready?
I'm so ready, Rivaldo.
Okay, here we go.
Let's start.
3, 2,
2,
1.
1, 2, 3. 3, 2, 1. 4, 5, 6. 6, 5, 4. 7, 8, 9. 9, 8, 7.
Okay,
Wow,
I kind of got confused in the mix of things there, but
but it's fine. We get
made the
confused
cake.
sometimes.
And I mean, I love the active activity games. They just keep me so fit and so super smart. But now we're heading over to grade 2.
Welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Mutsa. Get your education booklet in our daily newspaper, street sales, or at your school every Monday to Thursday for pre-primary up until grade 3. The lessons are for listening or watching online. Inside the newspapers, there is an insert of the lesson booklet. Please cut the top of the lesson booklet with a pair of scissors and fold it for ready to use. But there is more. We are also available on our online platforms, MyZone and Zoshi Facebook pages, and in addition, our website, Zoshi Online. Hello everyone and welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Mutsa and thank you so much for joining me today. Our theme this week is local businesses and autumn. And before we get into any lessons, boys and girls, we need to sanitize. Remember, when we sanitize, we are trying to show the world how responsible we are. So let us sanitize as often as possible. Make sure your hands are dry before you touch anything else. For today's lesson, we will be talking about contractions, capacity, and computation. For our exercise, boys and girls, let's turn to page 26. On page 26, we are going to be doing what are called contractions. Everybody, let's say contractions. Contractions. Well done. Now, a contraction is a way of making two words come together to make one word. This is different from a conjunction because a conjunction is adding a word to make two sentences come together. In this case, we want two words to come together. Now, how do we make the two words come together? Well, we use what is called an apostrophe. Everyone, let's say apostrophe. Apostrophe. Well done. Now an apostrophe is what we use to replace any letter that was supposed to stand in its place. So we change the word and then we blend it with another word to create a new word. Let's take a look at our example. Now the same one that's in your book is the same one on the board. I have on the board is plus not, which are the two words that we're going to be using. But if we say is plus not, there is something that we need to remove for it to become one word. Once we remove that letter, in this case, we are removing the O. We need to replace that O with an apostrophe. This is an apostrophe. It sits just before the top line in between two letters. So if we say is plus not, we now remove the O and then we will add the rest of the letters together. But where the O was sitting, we are going to put an apostrophe and our word is formed. So instead of having the two words is not, we end up having isn't. Now, the apostrophe's job is very important because it allows us to pronounce the words as one word and it becomes isn't, isn't, instead of is not. There are a few examples that I've put here that are similar to your book. This one says I plus am. Now, when we have I plus am, we remove the A. And when we remove the A, I plus am comes together to make a new word. Where the A was standing, the apostrophe is going to stand in its place. And I plus am, I am, will become I'm. The same can be said for these two words, they and are. So when they and are two words that want to come together, they remove a letter from one of the words. And in this case, they have removed the A. So it is they plus R will become their. In most cases, the apostrophe is replacing a vowel. And our vowels are A, E, I, O, and U. So in most cases, it will remove the vowel for the second word and it will stand in its place. So now that we know what an apostrophe is and what it does to make a contraction, let's take a look at some of the contractions that are made with two words coming together. In our booklet, we have examples. The apostrophe is standing in the space for the missing letters. We have I plus am will become I'm. We plus are will become we're. She plus will become she'll. He plus his is will become his. Do plus not will become don't. You plus have will become you've. Is, it plus is will become its. Did plus not will become didn't. You plus would will become you'd. They plus are will become their. Now, as you can see, in some cases, more than one word has been taken off. This is why we said most of the time it is the vowel for the second word that is replaced. This is why they are in blue. Now, our job for our exercise is going to be to fill in the correct word. If you look at the top where we have been reading and compare it with your exercise, you will be able to find out which words you are supposed to use. Let's do A together. A says, I am not will become. So what are you going to put there? Are you going to put the first one or the second one, the third one, the fourth one, the fifth one, or the sixth one? In this case, we want to replace I am. So we will say I'm not. I'm not. So we are going to put our apostrophe and our M and then the word not. Please take your time, read all the contractions because you're going to do this exercise by yourself. Have fun with it, try to pronounce the new words, and remember the rules we discussed. Remember, in order to make contractions, you need an apostrophe. So use the apostrophe in the correct places. I will see you soon after the advert break.
Follow us on MyZone Facebook Active Kids to watch your daily lesson and other fun activities with Zoe and Zacky.
Now for our exercise, boys and girls, let's move on to page 27. On page 27, we are going to be doing capacity. But not just capacity, we are going to be comparing. Now, when we compare, we are going to decide which one holds more and which one holds less. It is saying that we are supposed to color the object that holds more. And then we're going to cross out the object that holds less. Let's do number one. Number one, we have a pan or a pot in this case, and we have a juice box. Now, which one do you think can hold more liquid? Is it the pot or the juice box? If you said the pot, well done. So it's going to be your job to color the pot. And then what you are going to do with the juice box is to cross it out. You can use any color to cross it out. Now let us go to number 8. Number 8 says we have a boat in the water and a cup. Which one do you think is showing more? If you said the cup, oh, no, my dears. The cup is very, very small compared to the water that we can see where the boat is actually sailing. Remember, for a boat to sail, it needs to have a lot of water around it. So the cup is definitely holding less liquid. So what you're going to do for number 8 is you are going to cross out the cup and then color the picture with the boat. Don't forget to color the water as well. So remember, for this exercise, you are going to cross out the small ones or the ones holding less water. And then for the ones that are holding more water, you are going to color. Please take your time. If you're not sure, it's okay to ask for help, but just make sure that you end up finishing this exercise by yourself. When you are done with comparing capacity, I would like you now to please turn to the next page. On page 28, we are going to be doing some computation. Now, as you can see, we have a mixture of addition and subtraction. When we are adding, we are putting two numbers together. And remember, when we are subtracting, we are taking away from one number. So let us do the first one. The first one says 11 plus 3. Now in this case, we are going to be using our counters. So first we need to find 11 from our counters. So I'm going to count 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So now I have 11 and I need to add 3 more. So I'm going to count 3. 1, 2, 3. So here are my 3. So we're going to count on from 11 and join or put the 3 together. 11, 12, 13, 14. So we have 14 as our answer. May you please write the number 14. Now for the next one on the other side, we are going to be subtracting. So let's take a look at which one we're going to choose. The one that we're going to do together, boys and girls, is the last one, where it says 15 minus 2. So it's 15 and we're taking away 2. So let's try that. Already we know we have 14 from our last one, so all we need is to make them 15. Now they are 15 and we're going to take away 2. This one we're going to do by counting backwards. We already know 15 is already there, so we say 14, 13. Now let's see if we are left with 13. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So that means our answer is correct. So 15 minus 2 equals 13. Please write the answer. The rest of them I'm sure you can do by yourselves. So please finish your 2 exercises. Make sure that you color the one that holds more water on page 27 and make sure that you either add or subtract using your counters or your number line on page 28. Have fun, and I'll see you soon after the advert break.
Do you have children in the age range of 5 to 6 years and want to participate in our school booklet program? Please contact us on 081 74 3759 and we will put you on our distribution list for the attention of pre-primary schools. Topics include family, summer, culture, traditions and houses, transport and communications, occupations, autumn and more. We distribute countrywide in over 7 different languages.
Boys and girls, we have now come to the end of our lesson, and I really hope you had so much fun. I know I did. Remember, if you're not sure or you don't know what to do, it's okay to ask for help. Just make sure you end up finishing your work by yourself. So now that we are done with our lesson, boys and girls, let us sanitize. When we sanitize, we are showing the world that we care about our health. Sanitizing means that we're trying to stay far away from the germs. So, sanitize as regularly as possible. Make sure your hands are dry before you touch anything else. Sashi was supposed to come and visit me, but I don't know where he is. Sashi? Sashi? I don't know where... Oh! There he is! Hello, Sashi. You want to go outside and play? Me too. But let's say goodbye to our friends first. So, from Sashi and I, we would like to say thank you for joining us today and goodbye!
Our online school will help you along the way. Find us at www.zoshi.online and download the booklet. Follow us on Facebook to never miss a video. Subscribe to our Zoshi Telegram channel if you want to receive daily updates. Proudly sponsored by the Ministry of Education, Arts and Culture, Namibian Community Trust, UNICEF, My Zone Online School, Amos Meerkat Syllabus, and Capricorn Foundation.
Wow, wow, wow. Teacher Mutsa is simply just the best. But now we have week 12, lesson 4 for grade 3 learners.
Welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Mutsa. Get your education booklet in our daily newspaper, street sales, or at your school every Monday to Thursday for pre-primary up until grade 3. The lessons are for listening or watching online. Inside the newspapers, there is an insert of the lesson booklet. Please cut the top of the lesson booklet with a pair of scissors and fold it for ready to use. But there is more. We are also available on our online platforms, MyZone and Zoshi Facebook pages, and in addition, our website, Zoshi Online. Hello everyone and welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Mutsa and thank you so much for joining me today. Our theme this week is occupations and autumn. And before we get into any lessons, boys and girls, we need to sanitize. Remember, when we sanitize, we are trying to stay safe and far away from coronavirus. So sanitize as regularly as possible. Make sure your hands are dry before you touch anything else. For today's lesson, we will be talking about problem solving and connect the dots. For our lesson today, let's start on page 26. On page 26, we are going to be doing some problem-solving sums. Now, these ones are multi-step, which means that we have to add or subtract first before we actually try and find our answer. We are going to do number 1 together. So let us read number 1. Number 1 says, Mario had 2 boxes of pencils with 40 pencils in each box. He gave 6 pencils to his brother. How many pencils did Mario have left? Let's read this one again. Mario had 2 boxes of pencils with 40 pencils in each box. He gave 6 pencils to his brother. How many pencils did Mario have left? So remember, the first thing that we have to do with a problem-solving sum is to first read it to understand the story. The second time we read it is to try and find our numbers. In this case, our numbers are 40 pencils in each box, and then 6 pencils were given to his brother. As we are reading it a second time, we need to decide whether we are adding or subtracting first. In this case, we need to start with addition. And what are we going to add? Well, it says that each box had 40. So we need to add 40 plus 40. So as we are writing it on our lines, we will start with 40 plus 40. This will give us the total number of boxes, or the pencils inside the 2 boxes. So we are going to say 40 plus 40. Let us start with our units. We say 0 plus 0 equals 0. So we put a 0 underneath. Then we move on to our tens, which we say 4 plus 4. And 4 plus 4, my children, is, what is 4 plus 4? 8. Well done. So now we know that we have 80 pencils in both boxes. So we have done the first part. This is why it is multi-step, because this is not our answer, boys and girls. We still need to find our answer. So we are holding on to the 80, but we are told that Mario gave 6 to his brother. So now we need to subtract. And what we are going to subtract is 80 minus 6. Now we already know that we have 80. So instead of going all the way and counting on the number line, we are going to write our 80 here. And then we are going to draw 6 sticks. Let's draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now that we have our 6 sticks, we're not just going to count all the way from 1 to 80. That will take us too long. Instead, we are going to use the method of counting backwards because we want to know how many pencils were left. So from the 80 that we got by adding the 2 boxes of pencils, we are going to take away 6. The 6 that Mario gave to his brother. So as we go along, we're going to cross them out and we are counting backwards. So let us start. We have 80, which means the next number counting backwards is 79. So let us count. 79, 78, 77, 76, 75, 74. So we know that if we take away 6 from 80, which means 80 minus 6, we get 74. And that is our final answer. But because we just don't want numbers, boys and girls, we need to make sure that we write the whole thing correctly. So we say 74 and we are going to write it as 74, and then you write pencils because that is what we were counting. Pencils. And then we say 70 pencils are left. Now it's important when you're doing a problem-solving sum to complete it with a sentence so that your answer is in line with the question. So here we go. We have our answer and we have written a beautiful sentence for it. We have said 74 pencils are left. So I'd like you to please take your time. When you're done with this sum, please go back again and read the problem-solving sum. Remember, we are going to be doing more than one step to get our answer. Like what we did here, the first step was to add 40 plus 40, so we can find out how many pencils they were all together. Then the second step was to subtract 6 from 80, and we got our answer, which was 74. And then after that, we finished our problem-solving sum by giving a complete answer, which is 74 pencils are left. So I would like you to please take your time with your problem-solving sums, use your counters if you have enough, count backwards if you need to, and when you are deciding whether you are adding or subtracting, make sure that you think carefully. If you're not sure, you can try both ways and see how the answer comes out. But you must also decide whether you're going to do a subtraction for the first step or a multiplication for the next step. Any other step after that will lead you to the answer. So now that we are done with that, for now, let us now move on to page 27. On page 27, we have a beautiful leaf, but it is missing a lot of its parts. So it's going to be your job to connect the dots. Now, as you can see, it starts at 1, and I would like to show you how you can move from one number to another. Now I have it here on the board, so I'm going to do the first 15 numbers for you. We have number 1 right here at the top. Now number 1 to number 2 can be a straight line. And then we move to number 3, which is down at the bottom. Please make sure that if you're going to use straight lines, you make them as straight as possible. You can actually use a ruler if you like, or you can use your hand, free hand, like what I'm doing. Sometimes it's very interesting though to make sure that when you connect the dots, you can have a little curve, just like the leaf would. And I keep going down. If you can, try hard not to lift up your pencil. And you keep going down. And remember, it's the dots that we are connecting, not the numbers. The numbers are only helping us to make sure that we stay on track. So I have done half of my leaf, and I'm going to leave you to do the rest. And then when you're done, you can even color your leaf. Now, autumn leaves come in many different colors. And as you can see, we have brown, red, green, and orange. So you can color your leaf any of these autumn colors. When you're done, make sure that it is beautiful. And remember, when you color, it's either across, which means side to side, or up and down. Have fun with both exercises. Take your time for both exercises, and I will see you soon after the advert break.
Follow us on MyZone Facebook Active Kids to watch your daily lesson and other fun activities with Zoe and Zacky.
We have now come to the end of our lesson, boys and girls, and I hope you had so much fun. I know I did. Remember, if you are not sure or you don't know what to do, it's okay to ask an adult for help. Just make sure that you end up doing your work by yourself. Now that we are done, we need to sanitize. We can also use our sanitizer every time when we are done touching something that we know someone else will touch. Make sure your hands are dry before you touch anything else. I wonder though, Zacky said he was coming to visit me. Zacky, where are you? Oh, there he is. Hello, Zacky. Oh, where are you going? So, from Zacky and I, we would like to say thank you for joining us today and goodbye.
Our online school will help you along the way. Find us at www.zoshi.online and download the booklet. Follow us on Facebook to never miss a video. Subscribe to our Zacky Telegram channel if you want to receive daily updates. Proudly sponsored by the Ministry of Education, Arts and Culture, Namibian Community Trust, UNICEF, MyZone Online School, Amos Meerkat Syllabus, and Capricorn Foundation.
Wow, wow, wow. Active Kids is simply just the best show out there. I mean, I had so much fun, Puku.
Oh, so much fun, and we're always learning.
Exactly. And guys, don't forget to grab our junior magazine that will be out soon. Make sure to read it because it will be all fun. And I mean, it's just going to explode your brain.
It's gonna be all about you. Now, speaking all about them, guys, next week we will not have any lessons, unfortunately, but we have something super exciting. We're going to do arts and crafts.
And don't forget story time.
And story time. So it's going to be so fun.
I know.
But for me, Puku.
And for me, Rivaldo, it's a wrap for today. And bye.